when you were moving here, I was like, man, I gotta, all my family and friends, they're abrasive and they're fucking weird and they bust balls. And I have these two guys that come over my house every Sunday to watch football. And I was like, shit, I don't know if I'm going to I'm talking to my brother Dan. I'm like, I don't know if I can invite Joey over. They're going to go attack him. They're going to find one fault on him and just go after him. And he's like, yeah. I go, I think he could take it. I mean, he grew up in Jersey. I go, all right. And I warned you like 10 times before you came over. Don't worry, man. I'm fine. I was still nervous because I'm not going to tell those guys not to, hey, calm it down. They do what they do.
They do what they do.
Yeah. So I never forget you came over the first week of football. Those guys were, saying all this crazy shit, going after you. You're going after them, back and forth. And I remember walking you out on my driveway, and you turn around and goes, Jimmy, I haven't seen guys like that in 35 years. I thought they were all dead. I didn't think they still existed because you grew up with guys like that.
Oh, my God. I love guys like that.
Yeah.
That's my world, to take guys like that out, whatever they want. They want Coke, give them Coke. Give them extra Coke because they're going to start trouble.
And then 3 weeks later, one of them's chasing you in my basement naked.
Naked, he was chasing me. But the best was when he got naked and waited for you to come out of the bathroom. And I was actually sitting there, so I took a picture of him naked. And I got high that afternoon, and I forgot that I had the picture. And that night, I'm going through my pictures, and I see a picture of a naked man. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And I'm like, oh, that's right. He was waiting outside Jimmy's door in a Superman stance. With his pants down to his knees.
Like, how childish. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the bathroom and he's just waiting for me. So I open the door and he's standing there naked. I'm like, it's something you do when you're 12 years old, but it's still funny.
But your reaction was priceless because you've seen his dick 1,000 times. You just walked right past it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah. There.
Like some guy was handing you a flyer and you're like, nah, I'll take it next time.
Yeah, naked again. Okay.
Yeah, those guys that get naked, you can't give them light because then they'll really fucking. He chased me. He chased me naked, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like when a man chases you naked, you don't know how many times I chased Rogan with my balls out. And he would threaten me, Joey, I'm going to hit you. And he would run. He would run. No guy wants to be chased. That's a man's biggest fear, is a guy chasing you with his dick out. Guys wake up once in their lifetime going, oh, my God, a guy was chasing me with his dick out. Because there's no defense technique for that. You could join 20 martial arts schools, and there's no defense if a guy comes at you with an 8-inch dick. No. Nothing but muscles and veins and blood, That
was great because you said the next day you talked to Rogan on the phone. You go, Joe, a 55-year-old man chased around Jimmy Florentine's basement yesterday. He goes, I'm around my people. This is where I need to be. I never forget. I'm around my people. This is where I need to be.
I do. My biggest excuse, my biggest thing about LA was that I loved it. I prospered there. I became a comic there. I met my wife there. There were so many great things. But towards the last 4 years, the connection was getting bigger and bigger. I was becoming something in that neighborhood that I didn't want to become. Like, I just wanted to be a regular fucking guy. I don't want to take pictures at the park or do any of that shit at the park when I'm with my kids. So this coming here just leveled me the fuck out. It just reminded me that we're just fucking Jersey guys. This is great, just going down the shore and getting chased by a naked guy on a Sunday. And it was, I went every Sunday, and it brought me back to who I was. It brought me back a lot. Little by little, I told my wife 2 days ago, I'm not Joey anymore. I'm Coco again. I could feel Coco coming back. I could feel the attitude, the views, And in time, you know what? I think I'm going to talk to a therapist maybe. Now that you said you had one, maybe I'll talk to him and see what the fuck is going on with me, why I haven't smoked dope or want to do comedy or nothing like that, or stopped eating cheeseburgers. Who the fuck stops eating pizza when they move to Jersey? Me. I'm the only jerk off, so. But I really want to thank you, man. This has been a fucking great experience. From the music, we trade albums, we go album shopping, the Ozzy's Boneyard. I just listened to you this morning. This has just been I just wanted to be fucking normal, Jim.
No, and look, when you got kids, man, it's about them growing up and, giving them a good life. It's not about you anymore. it's cliche, but it's true. It's like you gotta. I see all your daughter's got friggin' 15 friends already. She's been here for like 3 months. You know what I mean? And my kid's got a bunch of friends, and that's what it's about. Them hanging out. You can have a sleepover. They're over there. The parents are dropping them off. Like, that's what it is being a kid. And that's why I had to get out of North Jersey, because I lived in a high rise. I'm like, he's going to have no friends. You know what I mean? He's going to have no backyard to play on, not to play football. So I need to do it for him. You know, if I got to make a sacrifice and you got to make a and then we still can go out and do our thing. You know what I mean? You just juggle both schedules. As you get older, you realize it's not about doing stand-up, 3 sets a night, 7 nights a week, just living in that. That's all you want to know. You don't want to know anything else. Going to your kids' like sporting events, I look forward to that just as much as I look forward to getting up on stage still. Like when my kid's got a game, I can't wait. I'm more excited than he is.
Jimmy, I could look you in the eye and anybody else and tell you that if I thought I was going to enjoy a girls' softball game as much as I am lately, I tell you, you were fucking crazy. If somebody came up to me and said in 2 years, you're going to be going to girls' softball games and you're going to have a good time, I would have said, you're just a fucking idiot. You don't know me. I can't tell you. Last Friday night, the parents brought White Claws. They had White Claws, hot dogs. They were out there living it up, drinking.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'm the only asshole that's sober as a judge now. All of a sudden now I decide to get sober. Now is when I needed an edible out there. The sun was shining. They had fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the kids. They brought Twizzlers for the kids for after the game, whether they win or lose. It's something that I never had in my life. I never had normality in my life like this. My mother was a functioning alcoholic. I left the house whenever the fuck I wanted to, and I came in when I wanted. This life, going to your son's games with you, going to your family functions, all the other family functions. I just got invited to a family function Saturday afternoon, It's what I wanted. I was sick and tired of being alone in California. It was a great experience, and I miss a lot of my friends, but it was time to grow, to move here for my daughter. This move was not for me to advance my career. I didn't move here to be on Law and Order, organized crime. It popped up after. I didn't move here. Well, I did move here because it was legal marijuana. I'm not going to lie to nobody. That made it enticing also. I moved here so my daughter could go to White Castle. My daughter could drink a Yoo-Hoo. My daughter could have a fucking slice of pizza. My daughter could go to the Quarry.